Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. Over there is Diamond Dave Damone. This is the Appleton Oak. That's the answer. I'm Mason Quinn. Oh, folks, I am excited tonight because Jason Statham is one of my favorite actors, and we are checking out The Beekeeper from 2024. Look, I don't care what it's about. I don't need to know what it's about. It's got Jason Statham in it. I saw some of the trailers where he's kicking ass in it. I'm all in. It's probably a 5 already at this point. Who knows?
No idea what this movie's about, but I'm definitely ready, willing, and able to find out. And I'm just wondering, is there going to be a kick count?
Oh, maybe.
A kick count. Yeah,
Please write it very clear on your board.
We should do a kick count. He's a little bit more with his hands than his feet. But yeah, I absolutely love Jason Statham. He's pretty much just a grand slam in everything. I'm right there with Mason Quinn. Just let's get to it.
Doesn't matter.
Normally, I'm excited. I'm excited this time. Hopefully, we see some unrealistic shit. Let's go!
What do you feel like in the headphones? Going all around your head.
Is that Stath?
Gotta be.
Yeah. There she is.
I wouldn't go in there for a day or two.
Those things scare me to death.
Yeah, they've been killing my honeybees.
What are you going to do with them?
Well, that's between me and them, if you don't mind.
Jeez.
I just wanted to thank you for putting up with me.
This place was crabgrass and weeds, and you brought it back to life. You're a blessing. Mr. Clay.
Bill Clay.
Come back at supper time. Let me feed you.
We're gonna
No way.
cinch the top of that bag. Oh, I see what he's got going on.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Interesting. Malware.
No, don't call it. It's a scam.
United Data Group, good afternoon. This is Boyd. How may I help you?
I just got a message saying that there's a problem with my computer. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not a computer person. What did you say the name of your product is again?
Is she scamming them?
No, I think they're scamming her.
They're 100% scamming her.
Preying on her.
There is actually a software package that you can download.
Don't download it.
Friendlyfriend.net. There should be a button on your screen that says install, and you click on that button. He has got 10K checking. All right. She is a signatory $2 million account.
Ooh, my computer's going crazy.
Do not touch your keyboard.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
Because of this inconvenience, I'm going to credit back your subscription fees. How about that? You log into that account and verify the transfer, please, Ms. Parker?
Oh, no. They're getting everything.
There's a transfer for $50,000?
Ms. Parker, I made a terrible mistake. I was supposed to credit you $500, but I know I got a stuck key here. I got kids. I got some kids.
Oh, I don't want you to get in trouble, but I will need a different password, though.
Now, this is the master password for all her accounts.
Don't type it in. Don't type it in.
I think I should call the bank.
There goes my job. And there goes all your data.
Oh, those IT guys are slimy.
My kids' pictures are on this computer.
Don't do it.
Okay.
Oh.
Man.
That is what I am talking about. Come on.
Everything's zeroed out.
It's all gone.
Oh. What did I do?
And of course, Phylicia Rashad is so easy for us to be sympathetic to because we all love her since we're kids.
Yeah, I worked for a financial institution for a few years. It's pretty bad what people are trying to do out there, especially with
older
people.
Started with emails, now it's going to
Yeah.
calls and everything online.
So if anybody watching this, oh, that's not realistic, it absolutely is.
Oh yeah, you can watch YouTube videos on the people that scam the scammers.
Uh-oh.
Is it talking?
Oh no.
Oh my God.
No.
Don't you f***ing move. Hands behind your back.
What are you doing in my mother's house?
Verona. I'm so sorry.
Well, how do you know my...
Until we can clear him as our best and only perp, there's a world where she committed suicide.
That woman loved life more than anybody. Let's just completely ignore the big white dude in her house with a knife.
It's Clay, right? Adam Clay?
How do you know my mother?
Rent some space in the barn from her.
But what the f were you doing in her house?
She didn't answer when I knocked. I noted her car in the driveway.
You got a law enforcement background?
I told you I'd take care of bees.
Wouldn't her mom, if they talked regularly, wouldn't she
Like,
at
hey,
least
there's a
mention it
nice
in
man
passing?
who's a beekeeper, who, you know. He's been there a while because they chance for all the grass to regrow and everything and all the flowers.
Well, and remember, she said this property wouldn't look like this without you. So this just tells me that her
Daughter
mom
isn't-
never
are-
had
yeah, they're not
that
close.
much
Just gotta
dialogue.
pick up the phone and see all the alerts.
Yep.
She gonna think?
God.
Is she gonna think he did it?
No, I think she's gonna.
I think between they'll
That
see the
clears 'em.
phone and
Yeah, that clears them.
His hands tested negative for gunshot residue, but the prints on the gun were your mother's. Seems, sadly, it was suicide.
Mr. Clay, I need to apologize for last night. I realize I may have been a little aggressive.
That's understandable.
I wanted to thank you for taking care of my mom. Tried to stay in her life as much as I could. Obviously, I could have done a better job.
there we go.
Thank you for the answers.
I hated that she was out here alone. You know, I think I know why she liked you. You're just like my brother. He was in MARSOC, a Marine Raider. He was killed a few years ago, kicking doors. Meanwhile, I graduated the FBI Academy, and she said, oh, that's nice.
I'm guessing that he knew the brother.
Somebody emptied out all her accounts. Got every penny, maxed out all her cards. She was an educator, director of a charity for kids. I got $2 million out of that account.
Someone hurts a child, or parents, people who care, ready to step in. Someone hurts an older person. Sometimes they're left to face the hornets alone. I need to take care of the hive.
No pun answer. No
No,
pun.
no, that one
No,
doesn't.
that was a pun. The hive he's going to take care of is the scammers.
Oh, let's.
Oh, he's literally going to go take care of the hive.
No, what's that in the
Ah,
hive?
see? Oh. Dominic Toretto, you don't know me. You're about to.
I need a favor. A name, an address. Even the FBI can't find these people.
Well, we're not the FBI, are we? Show me the deets and stand by.
See that old school computer she was using? Green screen?
Harder to hack into.
Yep.
You weren't kidding. This one kicked my butt. They're routing all over the world.
You found them.
Sure. But who are these people?
I'm gonna find out.
Oh,
Well,
here we go.
Let's get a
They
kick
messed up my
going,
they messed
Dave.
up my retirement. That's what they did.
Whoa, the hell are you going?
This United Data Group?
This is private property and you're trespassing.
I want to burn it down.
Buddy, I'm counting to 3.
1,
I'm
2,
counting to 3.
3.
Yes!
Oh yeah!
There we go.
Back to it.
God, I love these movies.
Tell any of the companies in the building to evacuate now. There's gonna be a fire.
Okay, thanks.
Oh,
It's going to be a fire.
Oh, he is in.
Hang up the phone.
Oh, I'm good, buddy. I'm just doing my thing here.
Repeat after me. I will never steal from the weak, the vulnerable again.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, right in the middle of the office.
Just working them.
Well, you got to grab attention somehow.
I'll make myself clear.
Never steal from the weak and vulnerable again.
To help you keep that promise, Now we're gonna burn this place to the ground. Might be a good time to go home.
Oh, Jesus!
Oh, he's just pouring the gas on everybody. Holy sh!
Hey! What the fuck? Bro, you can't come up here. White knighting.
All right, here we go.
Oh, phone!
Oh!
The next call from your little phishing scam will make a spark across these wires.
Guys, we might want to dip out.
They're all just dunzo.
Oh.
Oh, here we go. Oh, shit! Yes!
Oh, there's still a wing left.
The servers were on that wing, so they could still do it.
Flat white.
Is that Josh?
Oat milk, of course.
That looked like it.
Michaela.
Ah, hit him.
Oh, jeez.
It seems we had a disgruntled customer. You're telling me that this asshole burnt the entire building down and dropped 4 bodies?
If I had a friend who like had a call center and someone burned it down, maybe killed some people, you could
Get him.
like, disappear the problem. Come on.
Disappear the problem.
Listen, this sounds like a job for the police.
But Daddy can't hold your hand on this one. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna send you some credentials. You're gonna log into our cloud and you're gonna look at anyone connected to the last few deals you closed. All right? Get a wrecking crew together and you go Goodfellas on it.
I'll get it done.
You ain't doing shit.
Oh, I'm glad there was no Goodfellas spoilers in there for these guys.
Oh, right on the phone.
What do you want, Wiley?
Are you leaving? Please don't go.
I'm going to yoga.
Remember United Data Group? You sober enough to drive? Give us a few seconds. Firefied all the CCTV footage. Receptionist said she saw some jacked in his 40s.
Said your boy has an old-ass pickup truck.
That's him.
Little socks. Oh, these guys are so unlikable. This whole crew. What a great job
They're
making
about
villains.
to get their asses whipped.
You know what? He breaks you break his
Oh.
That
They came with 870s or Mossberg 500s?
Oh, wow, he didn't hear it.
No.
Okay.
Well, he was probably pretty far away.
Oh, no, he did hear it.
He's getting things. Oh, he's getting all his toys ready. It's been a while since I've seen somebody bandsaw it in a movie. Let's see how this goes.
I think you're about to see it, Quinn. Oh, yeah.
Oh, his honey. Picking them off one at a time.
Ooh. Oh, that was quick. Oh, in the teeth. Oh, he's gonna need.
There we go.
He's gonna need some dental work. Oh, there's a.
We can talk about this. Let's just work this out, me and you. We can fix that.
Oh, there's
Oh! His fingers.
You good? Lee, you okay?
United Data Group.
Well, he's handsome. You think there's even the remotest chance that the dude who burned down United Data Group...
The Beekeeper.
Impossible.
Lost my virginity in that barn.
It looked like it was just the bar, not her house. If
Yeah.
if
Yeah,
I
it
saw
was
that
just
right.
his.
That's what I thought.
Oh, he made it out. Oh, my God.
How is he supposed
The
to?
universe is gonna have to wait.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Danforth.
Bleeding? What do you? Why are you bleeding? What do you mean bleeding?
On my right hand. He cut him off.
Oh, finally, they get to talk.
I got an NFT.
Got NFTs. Oh, he's cinching that thing in.
Don't move.
Oh, he's gonna go for a ride.
No. Yeah, straight down into that river.
Yep. Here we go. Haven't seen that before.
Oh, man.
You have the pleasure of speaking with.
You burned up my $1 million call center.
Now I'm going to burn you down. I bet you don't have estate planning.
I'm 28 years old. Why would I need that?
I'm about to show you.
Oh, yes.
Killed 7 armed men without firing a shot.
And he said he was gonna kill me.
For someone who has elevated King Up into an art form, this might well be your Mona Lisa. If a beekeeper says you're going to die, there's nothing I could do or anybody else to stop it.
Okay, John Wick.
I did 35 years of loyal government service. I chose this job as a favor to your mother. I keep her reputation safe, her name safe.
Notice how he said loyal.
You're a drowning man. Did you know that?
You're scared.
Dead right, I'm scared.
Wallace, just tell me what the this guy is.
He's the beekeeper.
Probably the last pair of eyes that you're going to sneer at.
Okay, the similarities to the first Wick. I mean, seriously.
Yeah, that was almost like they just rewrote some lines.
But you know what? I'm all for it.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
I love it.
So there's got to be like a central office that's controlling all of them, and that's what we got to find. Hello. Did you hear a single word I just said?
Well, I was just thinking you come in here hungover on your day off and gain more yardage on this thing than the whole squad has in 2 years. You're Beekeeper?
Yeah.
He's a ghost. All I have is a birth certificate and a social. They found your guy Garnett.
What?
They found him a ghost.
Well,
at the bottom of a river.
I think you know why I'm calling.
You know I'd do anything for you.
Derek's scared shitless. I've never seen him this scared.
He's made his bed.
So you got this?
Yeah, you have my word.
I still think of you. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
It's like that didn't work.
Oh, boy.
Hey,
Mini driver.
Calling me on the never call this line.
You know who I work for, don't you?
Oh, yeah. God help you, Wallace.
My young friend seems to have caught the unwanted attentions of,
A beekeeper?
as in.
Well, that's not good.
I mean, who doesn't love a great revenge movie?
So your problem? He's retired from the program.
Well, that changes everything.
The current active beekeeper is aware of the issue and is going to be taking things from here.
Oh.
The current active beekeepers of should have been removed months ago. God help us now.
What have you done?
Oh, look at those computers. Now that's technology. So who's the other beekeeper going to be?
Oh, who's that?
Or right behind you. Wait, is this the...
Excuse me.
Oh, jeez. She just took out cops.
Oh, here we go.
You've been a busy bee.
Oh, jeez.
Jesus Christ. Yes! She just got a fucking minigun.
Just laughing her ass off.
What is going on?
This jar of honey's gonna come in.
Oh,
Jesus.
Smokes her with a jar of honey. Yeah.
Oh, that was quick.
Yeah. Oh, so much for that beekeeper.
There's an issue.
Problem has not been solved.
Beekeepers have studied the situation and have decided to remain neutral.
He's gonna eventually just say, screw it. Take
Yeah,
the
just
kid.
use yours. Take them out.
That's a minigun. They use those on military vehicles. Beekeeping for beekeepers. Do you know it's that way?
Springfield, where the call center was torched.
And that way, where Adam Clay's headed?
Boston.
Let's go.
Ah, she put it together.
What, are you going to try stopping the guy? Just let him do his thing. Just let it roll.
Well, Dave, they got a job to do.
Yeah, it's grading paperwork for them. Doesn't everybody ever think of the paperwork?
They're government workers. They're not that good at their job. They can back off a little. No offense.
Yeah, oh yeah, not taking it.
Beekeepers are given all resources. For decades, they have quietly worked to keep the hive safe. That is, until now. A retired beekeeper has gone off program. He's not like you. You're tier 1 operators. You are, in other words, pussies.
Special Agent Parker. Okay. Thank you. The deputy director's flying up from DC to see us.
This is your fault.
See, they don't even want to do their job, Dave. They could just let them work.
Ooh, he's got the GTR.
Oh, that's a good car he
took from that guy at the gas station.
Yes.
Well, he's got something fast now.
Ooh, oh, the finger.
Yeah, she's still active, right?
Yep.
They were saying so.
Well, we got a blue GTR. If there's a black Dodge in there, I'm going to have questions. Ooh, 1,000-pound test cord.
Ooh. Oh.
All the goodies in here.
Oh, take a couple of those.
Get it up.
And we got an address.
They still use that shit at airports. Nowhere else in the world.
It's because it works.
Except the Beekeeper. Oh, God. Thanks, old man Quinn. You got one of those at your house, don't you?
So this is Special Agent Parker, Special Agent Wiley. This is Deputy Director Berg and Amanda Munoz, Special Counsel.
My colleague and I believe that 3 major crime scenes in our area are connected to a single subject, Adam Clay, connected to a classified program named Beekeeper. This individual is highly capable and extremely
He's gonna try and steer the conversation on.
Why is Adam Clay on this rampage?
Well,
protecting the hive, sir.
What's your ask?
Well, a SWAT team, for starters, surveillance support, additional agents, analysts.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be a problem.
We don't need to lose all those folks.
They're not gonna get in the way.
You send that many guys after Jason Statham, just remember one thing.
What's that?
The street always wins.
A whole lot of body bags.
New York City's up 64 ranks.
Private security here under orders of the governor. You're not welcome here. Get the fuck up.
You can't be in here.
We're the guys keeping you alive. Anyone who's not carrying a weapon, get the fuck out. Call your fucking boss. I'm gonna call my boss. I'll do that. And you'll be so... It's gonna be beautiful.
Oh, I can't wait for this guy to die.
Sure there's no back entrances into this place?
Hey, there are no other entrances. Instead of going in, just to smoke them out.
What do you say your name was?
Currently, I go by Adam Clay. If there was a back entrance, I would have used it.
Somebody detain this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. 1, 2. Oh, that was a knee.
Oh. Well, it was shoulder, so it's okay.
He gave him a chance.
Come on, give an oblique here somewhere.
It's for you. Mr. Westwald hired me to kick some beekeeper's ass.
Do your f***ing job and don't tell me how to do mine, please. We got it?
Copy that.
Man, they really made Josh look like Logan Paul. A lot.
Oh, I didn't even think of it until you just said it.
What? You're right answer. How they made Josh look just like Logan Paul.
Oh, yeah. He does.
Whoever doesn't want to die this evening can in an orderly fashion.
Not a good day to drag innocent people into this. For either one of us to close that distance, some of them will get hurt.
Let's start with this prick right here.
Oh, jeez.
Take right.
Addis, we got a man down.
See ya.
Oh, there goes all your guys.
I wasted all of them.
You know who you're working for?
I'm just the guy that called when there's a problem.
Yeah, well, this is your last call.
Yep.
You are a problem.
Goddamn right, I'm a problem.
Goddamn right, I'm a problem.
Of course, he'd have some big comedic handheld weapon.
It's It's
hatchet.
It's a hatchet. Yeah.
Battle hatchet.
Oh! Oh! Dunzo.
You've just been extinguished.
Our guy, what do we know?
He's in the building. I'm waiting more men to roll in. Nobody can do what he's done.
It's just a beekeeper.
Oh my god.
She's just fucking not going in. Not waiting.
He's avenging what they did to your mother.
Oh, there's the Kevlar cord.
Oh, that was.
Done.
Oh,
there goes that.
Express elevator down.
Well,
Oh, and there's the cables.
I didn't have a dude getting cut in half by an elevator on my bingo board.
You're done.
Oh, I have never seen that movie before.
I'm just the middle manager. I never had nobody.
I'd respect you more if you look people in their eyes when you stole from them.
Now, you're making a lot of money here.
Oh, this is going to be interesting.
I don't know that.
She was an educator, Mom. Yesterday she shot herself. She was the only person who ever took care of me.
Let me show you. Let me show you. I told you they were untouchable.
Oh, it's a family photo.
Yep.
Of the kid and the mom. What's the mom, like the vice president or something?
That man is directly responsible for your mother's death.
I believe you, but we have laws for these things.
Apparently they ain't fucking
You
working.
have laws for these things until they fail.
Right.
remember the
Then you
defense
have me.
attorney.
Oh, then you have me.
Then you have me.
The Stath.
He's actually a good one.
I have 4 kids.
I know. 3 boys and a girl.
Oh!
Stand down.
It's not going to make him want
Wiley?
to do anything else.
I want interviews with all of them.
Oh, is she gonna see the picture?
They know who that is.
Yep.
Maybe now's the time to call your mother. He can't make his move on us if we're in her proximity, can he?
Oh, she's the queen.
You're scared,
I
and
certainly
you
am
want to use my mother.
It's not a game.
Oh, it's all a game.
Yeah, she's the president. Yep.
Thinking about you, I miss you. I was hoping to maybe see you this weekend.
Derek's joining me this weekend. Help me keep him sober.
Madam President?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
You don't have to do this. You know?
Still got a good 30 minutes left, gentlemen.
They got the Twinkies on the desk. Are they doing like call outs to a bunch of different movies to Die Hard?
I think so.
Well,
Yeah.
the Twinkies, I'm surprised you didn't notice it in their first
Yeah,
office.
they're-
It was
yeah.
right.
Oh, I didn't see
center.
those. Like Die Hard. We got the T-800 in there.
Yep.
We got a Beverly Hills Cop reference. It's like they're paying homage to everything.
Let us know in the comments, folks.
There's another company involved. Danforth Enterprises, founded and operated by Jessica Danforth.
She self-financed her campaign.
Yeah. None of that money was clean.
Who else knows this?
Us 3.
Keep the circle small until I can brief the director and the attorney general.
Oh,
you
that's
know-
never good. These two are gonna get clipped, or they're gonna try to.
Clay believes that Derek Danforth is the defective offspring of a queen.
Adam Clay's next victim is Derek Danforth's mother.
President Danforth, sir.
You have a blank check. Good luck.
Well, that actually went the opposite way. I thought for sure because they knew so much that
They would get clipped.
Well,
yeah.
now
especially
it's
when
like,
he-
well, go
Especially when he
checked.
said the small circle.
Yeah.
Keep it in the small circle.
That's hardly going to be enough guys to even slow
No.
him down.
Well, they know he's already there.
Guy was carrying 2. Did you see
Yeah, I
that?
saw that. Just a backup.
Tell him they can stay in the kitchen.
Yes, sir.
He has a little talent, doesn't he?
It's absolutely terrifying.
You know, I killed one once.
Oh, you see?
Yeah, only because I was lucky. And cunning. King lucky.
Oh, shit. Oh.
Yeah, don't piss your pants, bro. My team will be our short team.
God, I hope there's sequels coming.
Who do you take out after the president?
Go to a different country.
I guess the Queen, the Pope.
Tell that guy to hurry up. I want every manhole on this street welded shut.
Is that him? That's him under the truck doing the. Oh, there he is.
No,
it wasn't.
That's him right there.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because anytime you see someone, you're like, that's got to be him there. That's got to be him.
That's him.
Anyone that's wearing a mask, you're like, that's got to be them. Got to be Statham.
There you go. Pop the whole thing. Oh, they did this in a 80s movie too, I think. Maybe 90s.
Speed.
Oh, don't forget the escape. Oh. Little switcheroo.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, you're good. Mother through.
Why does Wallace Westwald look nervous as a burning cat? What have you done to the man? You're a good-looking kid. You really are. You know that?
What does that mean?
It means that God doesn't give with both hands.
Oh.
Ouch.
Oh, God doesn't.
Oh, brutal.
Oh, that's great.
It's all hot boxed back there.
Wiley, look.
Look at her body language. Bad vibes.
Are you with crypto at all right now? It's gonna pop.
May I borrow my song? Of course. Speak to you a moment in private.
Have to bring the hammer down.
And look who it is.
Who's this?
Jackson Prigg, he's number 2 at the FBI.
Are you familiar with United Data Group?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. I invested in that.
How about 9-Star United?
Getting closer.
Yep. Just gives her a nod.
Put your fucking hands up! He's outside. Target's outside.
On your knees! On your knees!
Oh, here we go.
Look what we got here.
On your knees!
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Hey, take a step back.
What are you doing? He's not even armed.
Armed. As long as this motherfucker's breathing, he's armed. To be or not to be?
Oh, Jesus.
To be.
Or not to be.
Or not to be.
Not to be.
To be.
Oh, you went the other way with that.
Oh!
Oh. Oh, and the cheek he got.
Oh, through his.
Oh.
One heat.
All right, cause the chaos.
Yep.
Bring some.
Oh,
no.
High front kick.
You understand. You did this, right?
Just trying to get you into office, Mom.
I was going to win with or without your help.
You realize that you were behind in 15 of 20 counties you needed to win. I taught CIA software to hunt money. You didn't hear that.
Yes.
What are you gonna do to fix this?
Tell the truth.
Oh. Not one wrinkle in that suit.
Or any blood on it?
Oh,
a cut.
That's why he's staying.
Got blood on his
That's why
face,
he's
though.
the beekeeper.
Yeah, a little.
No, this guy.
This guy's back.
Oh!
Oh!
Right. Oh!
You're just a man.
Oh! Did he?
Oblique.
He actually got him.
Oblique shot!
Oh, it's an oblique!
Oblique shot!
Yes! Yes, we got an oblique shot!
Oh!
Oh!
Yeah, and there's Nux.
Oh!
Oh, sliced them up. Oh! That was a gusher.
Beekeepers live for the good of society. Go back, live a quiet life.
We wouldn't need beekeepers if it wasn't for men like you.
Don't do that.
So you might want to step back.
No.
I don't want you to get hurt.
I'm sorry. I can't do that.
Oh.
You
put that down here.
Oh!
Jesus.
He's holding his mom hostage.
You decided you work for the law, or for justice.
Bye, Mom.
Oh! Hit him with a quick draw.
Guy was gonna take out his mom. What?
The cows. But a bee just fly by him.
Move out.
There he goes.
Head nod.
Goodbye, Adam Clay.
Oh, for now. Wait until the sequel comes. He's got one of those. He's gonna have the scuba mask and then the underwater. Yeah. I thought he'd have the Chuck Norris Zodiac boat waiting for him. No, he's gonna have one of the. You gotta have the underwater scooters. Oh. There's a bee. Oh, yeah.
That was.
Are
that
you
was the
not
end.
entertained?
That was any post credits. Doesn't look like it.
Why would you need post credits for this perfection?
Oh, it's just outstanding.
No post credits.
Oh,
well, they
folks.
made you hate the villains right off the bat by taking out Rashad.
Yep. Oh, it was so.
By messing with her.
Yep.
You didn't just mess with the Beekeeper, you messed with all four of us.
Oh, this was so much fun. It's everything I wanted in a Jason Statham movie. I said it in the beginning. It didn't matter what the plot was going to be, but you know what? Credit where it's due. Some incredibly inventive scenes and ways to take guys out. Look, Jason Statham is still crushing it, and he's what, in his 50s now?
Mid-50s.
Yeah, I mean, guy's in his mid-50s, still crushing it, still delivering. I love how they literally went so high with the Beekeeper that I don't know if there's going to be a sequel, but if they do, like we were talking about, Answer, I don't know what they do next. Where do they go next?
He just makes another look.
This did pretty well in the box office.
I'm
so I
saying he
assume they're
just
gonna
goes
make a
on to the
sequel.
but the thing about Statham is he doesn't need to make sequels. He just needs to go on and make the next badass movie
Expendables.
where he kicks the shit out of everybody.
I think they're working on number 15 right now.
Yeah.
Good. Make it 16.
They
Round it up to
should.
20.
They just keep it going. But look, this is everything you want in a Jason Statham movie. Like, look, it had about, I don't know, Answer's going to have the pun count for sure when his time comes around. And I just love how, look, it clearly shared a lot with John Wick, right? I mean, the whole speech that that Jeremy Irons' character was giving Danforth Jr. there. It was basically ripped right out of the first John Wick, like pretty much the same thing. Like, do you know what you did? Do you know who you messed with? That type of thing. But look, it was everything I expected coming into a Jason Statham movie called The Beekeeper, right? This is exactly what I knew it was going to be. I loved all the ways they took guys out. I love the inventive ways that we saw of the different action scenes. The guy got ratchet strapped together and then tied to a truck and then right off the bridge when he went into the barn, and then he fired up
As
all
he
the power
deserved.
tools as to how we're going to use that, and just so many different things that I've never seen before. I know that we mentioned that a number of times. We said, oh, I never saw that before. A guy getting halved by an elevator. He was just a little too late getting out there. We saw how that played out. So look, was it violent? Was it gruesome? Was it bloody? Yes, yes, yes. And you know that if you're going in to see a movie like this, and I just had so much fun with it. Look, it was weird because I feel like it's been a minute since we've had just a fun, ridiculous, over-the-top action movie, and that's what this was. So much fun. there's a million things you could nitpick at it for being unrealistic or why this, why that. Like, look, you have to just accept the world that you're in and just have fun with it. Just enjoy it. We've said that so many times with a number of different way over the top action movies that we've done on the channel, whether it's some of the stuff we've seen overseas like Bahubali or Jawan was another one we did that was a lot of fun with some over the top stuff, RRR. And look, I just love how they just went for it in this, and we're cheering the whole time, having fun with it. That was the purpose of this movie. I enjoyed it so much. Oh, it was a long wait, folks, for me, but I finally got to watch it, and I'm incredibly happy.
9 that I counted of the
9
B
puns?
references that they used. Look, like I said, this was, to me, a love letter to 80s action movies. I mean, we had the very lovable Phylicia Rashad that we all love and cherish, and immediately have her be taken out, you know,
taken advantage of,
yep. Which immediately gets us all hating the villain, which is what they did in so many of these movies back in the day. But then the over-the-top action, having the puns. I mean, he's sneaking in and right in front of him. You know, I would have gone in the back door. I'd smoke him out, you know, as he's right there with him. But just
and I loved how the villain was basically a carbon copy of Logan Paul. I can't believe I forgot to say that in my review. Like that's the ultimate like dude bro villains was fantastic.
Right away when I saw him with the shaved and then the up curly and then just everything, I was like, dude, that's a Logan or Jake Paul right there. So that was very great. The innovation with how he took out people, whether it be the barrel of the shotgun, the ratchet strap with the car, taking the bandsaw to take the fingers off first.
The jar of honey at the gas station.
The jar of honey, because then it sticks to you. You can line them up. Having the minigun on the back of the pickup truck.
That had to be a shout out to Jesse and Predator.
And what I love too is that they're like, his replacement's a bit unstable, and she came in and she was very, very much that psychotic, you know, over the top, which made it for even more fun. I mean, this movie had it all. I liked Wiley just because he seemed like such a goof, but like when he said the thing about the kids, I thought maybe there would be a little more serious tone to them, that he's like, oh, he knows my family, I better kind of play it safe around here because he knows everything he needs to know about me. And just the whole concept of the Beekeeper, of being like this larger than life, that's what we do to take care of our problems type thing, I thought was pretty brilliant and like really, you know, awesome, which, you know, you can kind of say maybe it kind of draws a little bit maybe from John Wick. I can't quite tell, but yeah, this was definitely for me a love letter to the 80s action movies. I mean, they had the Twinkies in there. As I was talking, I couldn't watch the screen, but Dave was finding some more and more stuff that maybe he'll share with you. But you guys too, how did you feel? Did you see some Easter eggs yourself before looking at anything that you're like, dude, that has to be from that, or dude, that has to be from that? So this was definitely a lot of fun for me. I mean, I might throw up a 5. I don't know. Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, look, they had a T800 in the thing. They did the to be or not to be.
Well, then I guess with that I could add
like
10.
the line "do it," you know, do it now. I mean, is kind of, you could put that in a lot of whatever.
Yep.
But the Twinkies with the police officers, the going through the glass. Look, the thing that we all loved about the 80s action movies, whether it be Stallone or Schwarzenegger or Bruce Willis, or take your pick on the great 80s action stars we had. I mean, even into the 90s with Van Damme and Seagal and stuff like that. Look, they didn't have to have the best plots, right? You just had to have somebody who was angry for a pretty good reason that people could relate to, right? And that made the movie like, why is he going through so many people? Well, because
they're there.
They were guilty of taking advantage of the only woman who ever looked out for him.
Yep.
Look, that's all I needed for a plot. That's it. And look, Statham he's such a badass. I mean, just a cool looking dude. The accent, the fighting style. I started a kick count, but if you've watched Statham movies, he's generally not known for a lot of fancy martial arts type
Everything's
kicks
a weapon.
that the reason why I started in Blade, I mean, he'll do a front kick once in a while, but it's very it's very hand-to-hand stuff. It's joint manipulation. It's a lot of like using, as Answer said, using kind of your surrounding environment where everything becomes a weapon. So that's more of his fighting style. But it's a very entertaining fighting style. It's very fast paced. You can take on multiple guys at the same time, which we saw him do. I mean, look, this was just a fun movie. They gave you a very, very unlikable protagonist or antagonist in this film. Poor PETA, poor PETA. Loved him in Hunger Games, right? But I mean, as far as the plot itself, I mean, again, I worked for a financial institution, and we saw, not quite like this, but we saw elderly people getting scammed on a regular basis, and we had pretty advanced training on how to deal with that and where we sent calls like that and how to handle that. So it's a very real world thing, and it's very sad, and it is hard to rectify from a legal standpoint, given that sometimes it happens in other countries and stuff like that. But in any regard, so yeah, the plot was what it was. Look, it's the first time that the Beekeeper, like the secret, like kind of government agency, I mean, kind of had like those Mission Impossible vibes, like we don't exist, you're a ghost, they kept saying ghost. So that was pretty cool.
They never existed.
The fact that they sent another ghost, another Beekeeper to get him, and he took care of the Beekeeper. That was pretty cool. The fact that everybody that knew what the Beekeepers were deathly afraid of them. The guys in the room with SEAL Team 6 and Delta Force, and
you're wimps.
you guys are wimps. It's gonna take the whole group of you. The fact that he shows up right there with the FBI. Hey, well, if I was gonna go in the back way,
the comedy was underrated, I thought.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just his brazenness. Walks right in with the gas cans. All right, pouring gas on people. Shout out to another movie. I won't spoil it for these guys. There's, I think, one of these guys who hasn't seen it already. If you know, you know. But yeah, excuse me.
So excited he's got the hiccups.
I wasn't ready for, like, they could have just said he was a beekeeper, right? Like, that was, when they started, I expected that to be his alias, right? Like, oh, who, me? I'm just a simple farmer now.
Like, why does the farmer know how to...
I got hiccups now. I'm so excited. Why does the farmer know how to fight? But they've done that in a lot of movies where... I need some water. It's just making it even better.
Touching mine.
They've done that in a lot of movies where somebody's retired CIA or whatever, and like, they come out and it turns out they're a badass, but like they kept rolling with the Beekeeper vibe.
Yep.
They have to take out the queen,
protect the hive.
I was like, did they really need to keep going with the Beekeeper thing?
But if they didn't, would it stand out if they didn't? It'd just be another forgettable
I love that they did.
Loved it.
But yeah, I liked our I forget her name already, but our two FBI agents that were going after him that kind of had his back. The one was just like, I don't want to be here, Willie. This is all just too dangerous. Things got tricky.
I'm just trying to get my pension.
Yeah, pretty much. And then Verona. Agent Parker, Verona, she was kind of like, she was pretty gung-ho for the guy who was like avenging her mom's, death. But at the end of the day, she had a job to do. But yeah, it was an awesome movie. Like I said, everything I would have expected, like straight out of the 80s action movie. And I think we lose that with a lot of action movies today, So, I mean, look, the one thing that they didn't do is, they didn't show him getting beat up too bad, which is like, that's the one thing I know. Look, there's been a lot of John Wick comparisons. The last John Wick for me was like, they went like, I could say too far with like the bulletproof coat that not only stopped bullets from penetrating, but apparently stopped the impact force, falling down 80 flights of stairs and like getting right back and running up.
Semantics.
So semantics. But they left some of that out of here. He really didn't get beat up that much. He just He just took out everybody. I loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Yeah, so I'll just go right in my score. So,
Not even gonna talk about it.
So, folks, I want to highlight that, yes, the film itself is a 2.5, but you can have a 5 for fun. But
that's the first time Diamond Dave's had a dual score, I think.
no, it's not a dual score. Because people are going to see this, right? And I just want to say it is a fun little action flick, but will I watch it again?
Little. He says little to demean it.
It's not demeaning. I mean, dude.
What did
Like,
you,
if
what
we
did you rate?
really want to nitpick some acting in here, I don't know if it was top notch or anything, but that's what I'm saying. You can have fun with it, and you can almost have a 5. If some will,
What
some
did you
won't.
score John Wick 4?
John Wick, I think it was. I'd have to look, but it wasn't a 5, but it was probably in the 4s. We'd have to go back and look.
We don't. John Wick 1 is.
John Wick 1 is
That's a 5. The goat. That's
But it did kind of throw me out a little bit when I started. It was almost line for line, almost for John Wick. That's when I was like, okay, so we're, and I get it. Sometimes you're paying some homage. The one thing I did look up to see if that pane of glass line, it was referencing Beverly Hills Cop.
Nice.
So I was right on that.
As it should.
But Derek, I didn't hear Answer say it right away until you brought it up. But yeah, looking back now, that was basically a Timo Logan Paul. So Josh, Jeremy Irons, his lines.
Oh, he was so great.
His lines are great. He delivers them just so well. Even with the extra cheese on it, it was great. Otherwise, yeah, I feel like we'd be here all night if we were trying to do the whole John Wick comparison. So I'll say the John Wick stuff is its own separate, like, Hall of Fame, right? But here, yeah, I get it. It's a revenge story. Gosh, I don't have much to say. It was fun, but yeah, would I watch it again? No. There's some other Jason Statham movies I'd rather watch over and over again versus this. David Ayers, if you've seen any of his DC stuff or anything like that, the color scheme in those, you had some color scheme in here. I did enjoy the color scheme in this one because of course they kept the bee color alive. Mainly the whole film. But yeah, action flick, your typical action flick. I do agree it was like your 80s, 90s kind of like mixed within today's. So that's all I got.
All right, well, starting off,
Answer.
Fun. And it's a 5. I mean, come on. Whoops. First I had it upside down, which is a 2. Yeah. But no, this is a 5. I knew, I knew what I was getting into. I'm actually disappointed there's only 10 bee puns. I was hoping they could get more, like him calling him his honey or something like that.
On the floor.
Yeah, they're probably like, where's the director's cut? That's what I want to find out. Because I'd love to get that. But yeah, nice little movie you got here. I love it. That's a nice little reaction.
Well, he had Diamond Dave. That's it. A lot of people. Well, he was petitioning. David Ayer was petitioning, trying to get his director's cut for SS, which hopefully someday we can see his version.
Yeah, well, yeah, that is very also true. So yeah, fun. It was just so much fun. I mean, come on.
Yeah, look, I love Jason Statham, and Josh Hutcherson did incredible in this as a villain. Look,
we got a Logan Paul at home.
He maybe has been a villain before in a movie, but not this scummy. And he was so good at being a scummy villain. As a matter of fact, everybody that they had, right down to the first guy they had from the first call center that he took out, he did a great job. It was just like the classic, like modern dude bro drop shipping business type stuff where it's like, oh, we're making deals and we're selling stuff. It was phenomenal. I loved the villains.
I will say that.
The villains were fantastic. Oh, like you don't remember that in college? Everybody getting all over that? It was big in the late 90s,
about crypto
folks.
and NFTs.
Yeah, late 90s. It was big. But no, look, Jeremy Irons, I don't know how they got him for this one.
I don't know how.
It was something like they pulled him off stage, probably doing Hamlet or something. Like, yeah, come do the Beekeeper.
He needed it for his re-upping of his SAG, so he could keep his membership.
Enough of me going on about this and how much fun I had and enjoyed it. My mouth hurts from smiling and laughing. That must mean that it's a 5 with my little guy there, my little bee.
He's got a little bee
because bees are important.
It's the only one that survived all those shotgun blasts.
Statham
Statham movies have we done on this channel?
None.
Just
we did
Fast
we did Wrath of Man.
Now that is a banger that I would
Wrath of Man is a
rewatch.
5.
Yeah,
that I
On
would
another
rewatch
level.
and rewatch.
That
Yeah.
just and it has so much
I
story
wasn't
and depth.
here for that one.
You
No, you
certainly
didn't.
were not. You missed a
This is
banger.
my first time with a Statham movie, so Answer's actually here. I was telling in the beginning, and Answer's heard it, but it's a fun story. I'm going to tell it. My first time covering the Arnold Classic in 2014. Statham is there every handful of years. He's good friends with Randy Couture, and Randy was involved in some stuff there. So I hadn't seen him there the whole time, and I'm getting ready to take my seats, and because those media were up, right behind the judges panel, and they had like the special row of seats. So I'm standing there, and all of a sudden he walks by, and I'm like freaking out. We're both wearing like black shirts, all in black. I've had the picture up on my social media page. Maybe I'll throw it up, or maybe Dave can throw it in over while I'm talking here. It's a fun picture. But I'm like, oh man, I'm a huge fan. Can I get a picture? And I'll never forget it. Kind of, he's like, all right, let's do it then. And I'm like, fuck yeah, just a huge smile. And then later on after the show, that was Saturday night, he was in the hotel bar. And generally speaking, he was with Randy Couture, and I think Chuck Zito was there, who was in Sons of Anarchy. And generally speaking, at the Arnold, people kind of leave the celebrities alone and stuff. So, it's just kind of there hanging out. But we were at the table right next to him, and the guy was like doing shots all night and shit. So I get up, I walk to the bathroom. I'm walking back. He'd been having a fun night, and we're just passing each other. And I don't know if he recognized me or what, but he goes and slaps me, and he goes, "All right, brother," and I'm like, "Oh yeah," it was pretty cool. It turns out it was the guy that they mistaked for him. And that's who it was the whole time. It wasn't. All right, brother. Just passing him on the way to the bathroom. So I've seen him there a handful of years since. The first picture was so good. You never go back for a second. Actually, I didn't have opportunities. Otherwise, I would have. But in any regard, got a chance to meet him in person. Seemed like a really cool guy. And like all the cool vibes he gives off in the movies, like turn that up to like 11 in person, like just being around him in person, sitting at the table next to him or just getting a picture. Yeah, he's super charismatic. He's got like that. He's just so fucking cool. He's so cool.
He's got it.
So Hulk gives it a 1. I'm not gonna hate on Diamond Dave for giving this the score he did, but you know what? For me,
get it.
5. I mean, look, the movie is. They are who we thought they were. The movie is what it was. I love the callback to
You guys
80s
should
movies.
really take a moment and kind of do a quick 60-second breakdown of why you're going to confuse people with your 5s to your Encantos where you did 5s, because
Shawshank.
you guys are all over the map.
Because it's a different type of movie. You don't go and watch Coco and then expecting Coco to be like the Beekeeper, or vice versa.
No, and I think he brings up a really good point. And so I'm going to elaborate on this for a second. Yeah. So we've watched a handful of Bollywood movies and films that were created in that part of the earth. However over the top the action might have been here, multiply it by multiply it by
11.
10.
Yeah.
And those are the Bollywood movies. Completely unbelievable. They go so over the top with the action. It's like they don't even try. But that's the cool thing about those movies. And the first couple times you watch one, you're like, all right, did that guy just throw a tiger? Or did he
throw a motorcycle
or shoot an arrow through a 3-foot tree and swing across a valley? And you score it not necessarily based on if you're breaking down the plot and the actors and all that stuff, and you just score it on did you have fun watching the movie? How did it make you feel? Did you laugh? And so Diamond Dave that's actually a great question, because there are movies that were like, hey, the acting could have been better, the plot could have been better, but when you have a movie of this nature and this is what it is, you score it based on that. And that's how I've been scoring all the Bollywood movies, because I just fucking love them. And they're just such a wild ride. And I think, an Answer brings up a good point too. The first Twilight movie, I think I gave a 5 to.
I think I gave
for
it
a really
5.
high score. Not because it was the best movie ever, but I will stick by this. If you have a group of guys who's never seen the movie Twilight, you get together, crack open a few, and watch Twilight with your boys. It will be the most fun you've had watching a movie, and I will stand by that. So Diamond Dave, very valid point. His score 2.5. Just this one time, he's the voice of is fair. I'm not going to give Diamond Dave that, and I'm sure there's going to be people
on Diamond Dave's side all over the place with this one.
Well, I mean, to me,
But I
that's
loved
the
it.
big test, though. You walk out of a theater, how do you feel? You go to see
I
a
wish
movie
I
like
saw
this,
this in the theater.
You go see an action movie to feel the way I think we feel right now, so you score it accordingly. If it would have been a stinker
All right,
of a
that
movie,
string has now been detached from
You know?
Oak. No longer will it be pulled. So this was a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it with us. Because, hey, who wouldn't want to take out someone that's trying to scam old people as well? So for Diamond Dave, Hampton Oak, that's Mason Quinn. I'm, of course, Answer. Good night, pals.
awesome.